Hello, welcome back to another review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Kai's Dragon Power Flip from the new LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising. This set comes with 72 pieces and is set number 71777. Looking up at the front of the box here, we can see that it's a very interesting designed box, as this is a very more gimmicky set. Up here we have our age rating of 6+. We have our set number, the title of the set, and our piece count. For our picture, we kind of have a stylized version of the actual product. We can see there's a little bit of like weathering and extra digital effects added to the actual set just to make it more interesting. Down at the bottom, we get LEGO Ninjago, the new Dragons Rising TV show, and this really interesting new ninja with a dragon kind of split down the middle with lightning. I haven't seen the new show, so I'm not sure who this is or if what their significance is, but I'm sure for anyone who has, they'll know, and it will be special. Taking a look at the back of the box, we'll start at the bottom here. So we can see there is a couple different product shots of the actual product. This is kind of like a spinner, so it's kind of showing it that it spins. And this really interesting kind of like gimmicky sort of a launch feature it does. We'll get into that as we look at the product. Down at the bottom corner, we can see that there's the other two sort of spinners in this little mini wave. And down here, we get this little interesting ball sort of thing. So there seems to be 6 to collect, and you get this kind of golden one, or maybe 2. I don't know. It's hard to see, hard to tell what this is. As I'm sure anyone who's watched the show will kind of understand what's going on here, but for someone who hasn't, I've lost. And then up here at the top of the back of the box, we can see that there is another sort of stylized version. Well, no, less stylized, more the actual product, kind of what you get in the set. There's kind of flame effects, there's this little robot that has like a staff, you get the actual spinner with the figure, and this interesting sort of ball thing. Without further ado, let's look at the actual product and see what we get. So this is the final product as we kind of built everything. We get 2 flame effects, this kind of little interesting sort of fighting person, I assume, kind of more things to spin against, and this really interesting sort of ball thing that they have going on. You get 4 of these balls, 3 of them for this spinner, which actually helps it spin quite well, which we'll see, and this sort of special golden ball, which I'm sure holds some kind of significance on top of this sort of pillar of fire. We also get a nice figure. Oh, sorry about that. Only one comes in the set, but it is an exclusive figure, so that's him right here, Kai. We'll take a closer look later, but we'll kind of look at the set first. So we'll look at the spinner first, I guess. Now, the spinner is really, really interesting as it comes, it's sort of like this base piece, this black piece here, is like a special sort of piece I've never seen before. I assume it's built just for this kind of set. You kind of build it up with these sort of red sort of fire extra pieces just to make it more intimidating. And then you finish it off with these orange balls here that you can see are sort of see-through and kind of have the same sort of effect that this has, just orange. When it's all put together, you use your figure and launch everything. It kind of spins it and does it quite well. Quite an interesting take on the original sort of spinners. Every year they kind of have these sort of gimmicky things. really you're just in it for the character and possibly for this if you're looking for that. We'll take a look at this guy. It's not a real minifigure, it's kind of like this brick built thing. I assumed it was kind of like a companion, but it's possibly some kind of like dummy or enemy that you can spin against just to kind of have more playability for the actual set. This set comes with 2 of these sort of brick built fire sort of pillars that you can kind of build. Can add a little bit of displayability or more things to spin against. The spinner also comes with this sort of gimmicky feature that you kind of launch the figure forward. So we'll kind of display that here. So all you do is you pull back on this and it kind of launches forward. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent, but that's something you can do. Next we'll take a look at the figure. Let's do that right now. Here we have the only set minifigure of the set, Kai. This is a exclusive figure to this set, and it's actually really, really cool. Let's do a quick spin around, see what we got. He comes with 2 accessories, these sort of things that you can shoot forward. Kind of display that here. All you do is you pull on this thing, and if you do it properly, it will shoot. There you go. It shoots, and then you lose it. It comes with 2 of those, kind of, whatever. Looking at the figure, he has a lot going on, so there's this really interesting sort of piece here. It's kind of taking the actual mask off. It's this really, really cool built sort of, you can store swords here, and it's kind of like this armor or like mask, half mask kind of thing going on. Really, really cool. Up here we have, up at the torso, this really, really cool like fire emblem dragon with a little bit of fire detail in the background, and that's kind of like crest going on. For the arms, they have these the see-through fire sort of arms. It's kind of hard to tell, but really cool. And this sort of more basic kind of regular ninja sort of outfit. At the back here, we can see that there's a second face. This face, I assume, is more for like the mask, and then your standard sort of Kai face that have been used for a while now. At the back, we can kind of see focus, and the sort of here we have this sort of crest that comes through. We'll take this off so we can actually see better at the print, which is right here. You can kind of get a better look at the fire emblem there. Really, really cool. And it seems to be this sort of like ball as well, ball of fire up in the middle, so really, really interesting. That's a better look at the actual back of the printing. Really, really good printing, and you can kind of easily more see that sort of see-through arm, which is on both sides. Next, we'll look at the instruction manual of the set. It's a foldable paper as it comes in a smaller box. So when you fold it all out, you kind of have the main portion of the sort of front of the instruction manual, your standard instruction manual, and the back kind of on the same page. Here we can, our buildable figure, and then kind of going into the building the spinner. Not much goes into it, but yeah. When you flip the page over, you get the other things. They kind of have it split into this sort of mini sections. So here you kind of have your buildable fire. Here you have your buildable sort of dummy or fighting person right here. And then you have like building their actual weapon. Here it shows you kind of flying into it. So I assume that's more of a dummy or enemy character. And then the final section is you building the actual sort of pillar of fire with your sort of ball at the top, and then you can kind of launch into that. Also, we'll take a look at the extra pieces in the set. Nothing too crazy. A lot of these sort of translucent fire pieces. We do have sort of gold piece here, and that's about it. This is just the other sort of flingy thing that comes with Kai's sort of accessory. But that's it for extra pieces, and there are no stickers in this set, so let's move on. So some final thoughts on the Kai's Dragon Power Flip from the new LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising TV show. This set is more geared towards kids and is a great set for your younger ones. Really the only draw for this set for older viewers or older collectors would be probably for the actual character itself. And if this ball actually proves to be some kind of collectible item, as I think this is the only one that, if it would focus, I think this is the only golden one you can get, although I'm not sure. I will be taking a look at the other sort of sets from this wave, so keep a lookout for that. Without further ado, that's it. It's a little bit short of one, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.